Hi Moors, welcome back to the More Weekly. We're bringing the latest news at Alhambra High School. I'm your coworker Keiko.
And our other coworker, Sean Patrick Lee.
Next year, the More Weekly is celebrating 100 years.
Let's take a look.
Welcome back to the More Weekly. We're bringing the latest news at Alhambra High School. Hi Moors, welcome back to the More Weekly. We're bringing the latest news at Alhambra High School.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the More Weekly, where we bring you the latest news at Alhambra High.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the More Weekly, the show that brings you the latest news around Alhambra High.
Welcome to the More Weekly, the channel where we bring you the latest news around Alhambra High.
The 2026 to 2027 school year marks the 100th anniversary of the More Weekly, with the first documented issue published in June 16, 1927. That first 1927 edition covered a graduating class of 179 seniors, during a time when the schools often held multiple graduating classes each year. The paper focused on school milestones, student achievements, and campus life, establishing itself as an early, consistent, structured publication. A defining period of the paper's legacy came under advisor Ted Tajima, who led the program for 35 years from 1948 to 1983. During that time, the More Weekly earned more than 10 consecutive All-American ratings through the National Scholastic Press Association Critique Service, along with a total of 26 All-American awards overall. It was also ranked among the top student newspapers in the United States, placing in the top 6 nationally in 1968 and 1972. Operating the paper as a professional newsroom and preparing students for careers in journalism and media. Following Tajima's passing, the Scholastic Press Association reviewed the publication's award history and decided to induct it in its Hall of Fame. From its early coverage of graduation in 1927 to its national recognition and continued publication today, the More Weekly remains a consistent example of student journalism shaped by strong standards, historical continuity, and nearly 100 years of reporting.
Many of us do truly not grasp how important journalism is in our society. First of all, many politicians in our current state will not be held accountable if it wasn't for journalists. If it wasn't for journalists who constantly attack these people and constantly make sure that they're doing the right thing, then we wouldn't have corrupt politicians be held accountable and be exposed to the public as being bad people. That is why journalism is so important. Look at conflicts such as past Vietnam War, even now places like the Middle East and Ukraine. If it wasn't for journalists going to these places and constantly showing us what is happening, we as a society would not know these things at all, especially because of the suppression of the governments who are fighting in these wars. I can give countless examples of this, but the point being, journalism is 100% needed in our country and in our society as a whole world. That is why people call journalism the fourth branch of the government, because if it wasn't for journalism, our politicians and our leaders will not be held accountable for the bad things that they may do in the future. And even at a school level, it is important, because if our administrators do something that we as a school think is bad, us as journalists can call those things out and make sure that many of the administrators are in check and bring light many issues that could be at our campus. That is why it's important to keep journalism, especially at this school.
Behind the scenes, there are a lot of roles in the More Weekly that make it possible.
Let's take a look at our editing process.
Hey Moors.
Have you ever wondered how our videos get edited? So on the More Weekly, we edit with apps like CapCut or Final Cut Pro to make sure our videos go by cleanly and are ready for the channel itself. We edit in order to make sure that our videos can be as fresh as possible and to also make sure there's no mistakes, because sometimes people, when they get interviewed, they get extended for long periods of time, or sometimes the B-roll itself is not really manageable.
We make sure our videos span a diverse range of topics, whether it be international news to segments spotlighting the student body.
We keep it simple when interviewing our students and teachers. We start by having the interviewees introduce themselves, as we then ask clear, open-ended questions about the subject. We let them speak naturally, capture multiple perspectives, and always double-check facts. It's all about telling real stories from real voices on campus.
We had some students on campus, their thoughts on journalism and the importance of keeping it on our campus.
What's your name and grade?
My name is Natalie Ramirez. I'm in 10th grade.
My name is Sean. I'm a junior.
My name's Connor and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Selena Ma. I'm in 10th grade.
Marina Hosa. I'm a freshman.
I'm Dehan and I'm in 9th.
I'm Santiago and I'm in 9th.
And what do you guys think the current state of journalism is in Alhambra?
Well, I don't see it too often, but I see the news. Alhambra is kind of low on news and journalism itself, I think.
Yeah, I don't see it much.
I mean, I haven't heard a lot about it. We watch the More Weekly like every time in homeroom, but other than that, I haven't heard much else of journalism around like the school or anything too much. Just hear a little bit here and there.
Journalism, it's a topic that like kind of dies down. I don't hear about it that often, but I think journalism in general is a pretty cool topic. I think just the writing is pretty nice.
Why do you think journalism is important in our school?
I think journalism is important in our school because it brings light to like current topics that is happening. Like I said before, like it kind of just like brings people to see what's happening in our school and our city.
I personally think it's good because like it helps with like thoughts and releasing stress and stuff. Like it makes mental health. Yeah. And also think like it could help with like, you know, just bringing new ideas out and helping anything at all.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think it's a very like important life skill to have, or just in jobs and careers in the future.
And would you ever consider joining a journalism class?
I don't know. I never really thought of it. I'm not very good at writing, so I don't think I really would. But I feel like people should join because, like I said, it's important to have like news around the school and just like around the town. A lot of students get their news through like the More Weekly and like watching the videos about like what's going on around school, and even not just school but like around the area. So I think it's important.
No.
Yeah, I would most definitely.
I think if there were given the opportunity, I would probably look into it. Yeah,
100%.
Maybe if I'm really interested.
Me personally, not really, because I'm not really interested in writing and being sociable and asking people stuff.
Hi, Alhambra Morris. My name is Madeline Molina, and I will be taking over journalism for the 26-27 school year. If you're interested in storytelling, editing, or videography, then journalism is the place for you. So stay tuned for the next More Weekly, and I'll be happy to have you here next year.
That's it for this week's edition of the More Weekly. Stay tuned for more videos and check out our website, The More newspaper, for more stories. See y'all next time.
Keep journalism alive! Go on!